Canadian government officials acknowledge that Justin Trudeau's relationship with host Narendra Modi is not good. Modi today pushed Trudeau to rein in Sikh separatists in Canada, and Trudeau says he pushed back on Indian interference in Canada. Referendums held in Brampton and BC by a Sikh group banned in India have only made things tenser. Some Canadian business leaders would like to see things improve.
But I think when it comes to the sovereignty of a country, we should do everything we can to respect that, because otherwise you're going to get what you're going to get, which is a very strong pushback. And, you reap what you sow. We better be careful that others don't get involved in our politics either.
But Trudeau said he wouldn't compromise on the right of diaspora Canadians to express themselves. He signed the summit declaration, but conceded the language on Ukraine was weaker than he wanted.
If it was just up to me, the leaders' declaration would have been much stronger. The G20 is an extremely disparate group, and we worked very hard to get as strong language as we possibly could.
It wasn't just the language on Ukraine that was weak, but also on climate change. There was no commitment to end subsidies on oil and gas, and no binding targets on emissions.
It's certainly the portion of the communique that actually disappoints me most. We are a couple months away from the next big COP climate change summit, and there is nothing new here.
What mattered most for India and Modi was that leaders like Joe Biden show up and that they agree to sign a joint communique. So from his point of view, this summit was a success. The content of the communique, however, will be a disappointment for much of the world. But it may be the best that can be expected at a time of war and heightened divisions. Evan Dyer, CBC News, New Delhi.